And now, being whipped off the ropes is Banks, but Evil collides with Game Goon. The referee is down here, and she is choking the throttle, but there is nobody to check whether or not Banks is giving up. Oh, and now Banks is broken free, and Game Goon is back up. Fortunately, not bloodied is Game Goon. Big series of knees from Evil Miss. Oh, and this is it. Calling for that full throttle knee. Let's get good. I am the Gamer Under Development, and this is GFW Mayhem. We have a very exciting card for you guys tonight. This is a very special cross-promotional event with Progress Wrestling, who we've been doing a lot with lately. This card will feature Nero Sin versus Chris Brooks for the Progress Wrestling Heavyweight title, and Travis Banks versus Evil Miss for the GFW Heavyweight title. Also, if you guys didn't check out last night's Pulse, you should absolutely give that a look because it is phenomenal and it is the future direction that I want to go with our show here. Anyways, let's jump right into the event. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Progress Wrestling, this is TK Cooper. And now representing GFW, this is Nurse Muerto. And this matchup is underway between TK Cooper, one of Progress Wrestling's wrestlers that has been doing a lot of work with GFW, and Nurse Muerto, my very own fiance. So I'm rooting for Nurse Muerto in this one. I hope you guys realize that. And TK getting the best of that test of strength, following up with that short elbow, but Nurse Muerto with the snapmare to ground TK for just a moment. TK fighting out of whatever she was going for there, and now Nurse Muerto with a body slam. How will she follow up, though? She's gonna roll TK, potentially going for that camel clutch she likes to use, but no luck with that. Nice drop toe hold, though, to keep the match on the mat. Body slam again. Nurse Muerto just working over some of these basic throws on TK early in this match, potentially just wearing him down. We know that Nurse Muerto has a very, very wear-down style, and her finish, the Code Muerto, is a armbar type submission, so we can expect to see her sort of working over the arm and potentially the body to affect the breathing, but we'll see that all unfold throughout the match. Oh, a nice eye rake into a big American jab there. TK being whipped into the corner and now kicking his way out of that predicament. Eye rake, elbow, or European uppercut from TK puts Muerto on her back. And now you have to wonder what he's got in mind. Body slam here. Could he? Oh, I thought he might go to the top there. It's a little early, but you never know. He could have gone up top right there. Nurse Muerto managing to get that front face lock and regain control. This card, our very first cross-promotional event from GFW with anybody else, and it is with our very new partners, Progress, who have been excellent partners to work with. And now Nurse Muerto locking in that side headlock, just sort of wearing TK down. This card, an epic one in my book, because there's a very... Oh, wow, look at that. Nurse Muerto just swinging back and forth around TK's body, climbing him like a mountain. TK dragging her to the corner, though. Nails that front face lock elbow, trying to set her up for something, but she manages to escape and whip him into the corner. Fighting his way out is TK Cooper, though, unable to be kept down, apparently. And oh, collision at the ropes, kind of an expectation there. A little bit off on the timing. Anyways, this card representing a big move forward for our partnership with Progress Wrestling. This is our very first cross-promotional event. We have begun the paperwork for our partnership deal. So I'm very excited for that because that should bring in the additional cash flow that we need to actually upgrade our facilities and get some more wrestlers up here on the main roster. Oh, and a knee to the groin from Nurse Muerto. That does not feel good. I can tell you from... No, I can't tell you from personal experience. I never said that. Anyways, TK Cooper with that Frankensteiner right there. Excellent Frankensteiner, but Nurse Muerto pops right back up, not willing to stay down off of that move. And once again, collision at the rope. Oh, but that is a nice combination from Nurse Muerto, leaving TK groggy and setting up for that huge leg kick. That could do some damage to your shins, but TK with that arm wrench scissor or back kick. And now Nurse Muerto with that tombstone pile driver into a Boston Crab. That has gotta hurt. I mean, how do you even focus there on escaping the Boston Crab when you're probably nearly concussed off of the pile driver? TK kicking his way out of that predicament. Oh, and a super kick from TK Cooper. 1, 2. TK doesn't get the pinfall there, but that was a very early 2 count off of that super kick. And again with the super kick is TK Cooper, but this time going up top. What does he have in mind here? Waiting for Nurse Muerto to stand. Big double axe handle to the back of the head. I don't know if Muerto is even conscious right now. Oh, and a huge rock, paper, scissor kick from TK Cooper. I would have expected him to cover there, but Nurse Muerto popping right back up, not willing to be put down that easily. Rear chin lock here from Muerto, just trying to work TK over a little bit and weaken him, I think. That big combination of blows from Nurse Muerto leads into that leg kick again. Just working over that leg. You have to wonder why the focus is so much on the leg and not the arm here. I wonder if Nurse Muerto has a new submission in her... Oh! I don't know if she has a new submission in her arsenal, but she has a lot of pain after that one. TK Cooper with a big frog splash off the top. Nurse Muerto fighting her way out, though, with that low drop kick and hitting a huge body splash on TK Cooper. And you have to wonder why neither one of these competitors seems to be covering off those dives yet. I think maybe they don't think that it's late enough in the match to get that cover, but I would be covering off those dives. It's just good logic. There we go. TK Cooper with a Frankensteiner, though, to twist the momentum back around in his favor, and a European uppercut to put Nurse Muerto on her back. Definitely think that TK Cooper has been working a match that's going to build to his finish a little bit better than Nurse Muerto. I'm not sure if Muerto just is unfocused because this event is sort of a first-time thing, and, you know, big lights, guys, big lights. Anyways, Nurse Muerto working that side headlock here, potentially going to wear TK Cooper down enough to get something going. Oh, and a beautiful STO from Nurse Muerto. Followed by a kick to the leg again. She has got to be working for some sort of new leg submission here. Big combination from Nurse Muerto following up with that shin kick one more time. And now, oh, a huge 5-star frog splash from Nurse Muerto. And will she get the cover here? Shades of RVD there. But no, instead of covering, she picks TK Cooper up. I don't know what could have been running through her mind there. But now TK Cooper about to light her up with that super kick and gets a leaping kick to the face for his trouble there. Nurse Muerto kicking out the lower shin again to put TK on the mat. TK sending Nurse Muerto into the ropes, and what do we have going here? Oh! Ooh, that big Yakuza kick followed by a nice brainbuster there, and TK covering. 1, 2, 3. Figured he had her right there. That was just that Yakuza kick probably knocked the... Yeah. Can we get a medic out here? Nurse Muerto has collapsed. And I am very concerned for the safety of my fiance at this point. This is not what I had in mind when I signed the deal with Progress. 90% match there with that modified vertical brainbuster finish. 4-star rating. That was excellent. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that rating, but we'll take it. Let's go ahead and jump into our next match, though. David Starr, a wrestler we've seen a lot of the best, the one, the only David Starr, having shown up on the show many times before, will be facing off with Heel Duco, our very own Heel One, next. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Progress Wrestling, this is David Starr. And now, representing GFW, a member of Blood and Gore, this is Heel Duco. And this strong style matchup between heel Duco and David Starr is underway. David Starr with that big back body drop, followed by a drop toe hold to heel Duco, keeping Duco on the ground here, which is a very good strategy in the early running with pretty much any competitor. If you can keep them grounded so they can't really mount an offense, you can just grind them down. We're not seeing a lot of that here, though, as Duco has managed to hit some snapmares and get back into this matchup. David Starr, though, grounding Duco again. And this is a very interesting match to me because it is a strong style matchup, and I know that David Starr is not natively a strong style wrestler, but Duco actually prefers that, so I'm honestly expecting Duco to come out ahead here a little bit. But so far, this match very, very even, very back and forth. Starr and Duco trading snapmares there, followed by a body slam from Starr, and lifting Duco back up is Starr. Perhaps a little bit early to lift him back up. If it were me, I would be wanting to work the groundwork there. Oh, nice schoolboy there. Doesn't even get a 1 count, though. A little bit too early for that, I think. Duco with that huge kitchen sink, followed by a Boston Crab. Very focused offense from heel Duco here, working on that midsection. Eye rake from Duco, followed up by, oh, what is this? It's reverse, that's what it is. David Starr picking the ankles there, managing to escape that double underhook, whatever it was. Oh, and Duco just series of kicks to the midsection. A lot of Duco's offense so far seems very focused on that midsection. We do know that Duco has a habit of wearing people's ribs down so they have trouble breathing before he goes for his finish. And that's what we're seeing right here is a series of kicks to that body. David Starr landing a lot of punches to the head, but Duco is a tough, tough cat, and he could hang in there through all that. Oh, and again with those kicks to the ribs. I mean, at some point here, we're going to see David Starr breathing heavy after all these shots to the ribs and the stomach. But wait, David Starr picking the ankle from behind. I mean, if I had a groggy opponent, I don't know if I'd pick the ankle right there. I would probably have gone for something a little more devastating than that. Both men trying to hit something off the ropes, not managing to, but David Starr does get the better of the exchange, but Duco is back in control now. Oh, Duco looked like he was going for a very, very big back suplex there, and David Starr fought his way out and just threw him off. Eye rake from Duco here. What's he have in mind? Misses with that big back spinning kick. That would have been a huge impact if he would have nailed it. Oh, and that kick to the groin was a huge impact. Duco not against taking shortcuts here at all. And a huge spinning knee kick to the back of David Starr's head. That has got to have done some damage. David Starr with that fireman's carry, trying to slow things down here a little bit. And that big spinning elbow will definitely slow things down. Putting the momentum back in David Starr's favor is that elbow. Duco now trying to fight his way back out, but Starr willing to exploit the advantage he's gained and work that arm wringer shoulder block. Whipping Duco into the ropes is Starr, but Duco catches himself, and now here we go, that double underhook move again. David Starr picking the legs. Not a good strategy to go for that again after he's shown such effectiveness in countering it, in my opinion. Big, big clothesline in the corner from David Starr, and Duco fights his way out with that back elbow. And now Duco sending Starr into the corner. You gotta wonder what he has in mind here. Doesn't matter, because David Starr has the counter and the Ushigoroshi, and a cover in the corner. His feet are under the ropes, ref. What are you doing? Oh my, Game Goon did not notice that heel Duco's feet were under the ropes. Game Goon, you do remember you work for GFW, right, buddy? Just throwing it out there. And a huge, huge submission here from David Starr. This could absolutely be the end of this matchup here. Duco struggling to escape, but he does get out. Eye rake from Duco to try to turn the momentum, and now Duco got him. Oh, and a big rib breaker from heel Duco, followed by a stomp to the groin. That's just no fun to take. And now, what's this? Starr up with another Ushigoroshi. Both of these men very content for these fireman's lifts. 2. Oh, wow, that was almost 3 off that Ushigoroshi. Super kick by David Starr. The product is in control right now, letting the fans know that's exactly what he is. Huge backdrop there. Is he going to go for the cover, though? Does not follow that with a cover. Having got 2.5 there, I probably would have covered after that backdrop. Duco going off the ropes, but Starr is up too soon for him to finish that maneuver. Big brainbuster from Duco here puts Starr on the mat, and you have to wonder how Duco can come back in this matchup. Eye rake from heel Duco, and what is this? Another one of those big rib breakers. That has got to have done some damage to the breathing of David Starr, who has now been dumped to the outside, and I'm honestly a little bit surprised we're not seeing Duco follow him here. I would have expected Duco to follow him, potentially go for a weapon. Doesn't matter, David's got him back up for another Ushigoroshi, and now he rolls around writhing. 1, 2, 3... Oh, and I thought he had him there, but once again, Duco fighting his way out of that pin cover at the very last second. Oh, that was a stiff chop, and now Duco just blatantly choking Starr. Game Goon counting him out of this illegal maneuver. I mean, at this point, though, we're down 1 match, so, So if you want to look the other way, Game Goon, that would be totally fine. Ushi-Goroshi there. David Starr getting the cover. 2, 3, and there it is. David Starr puts away Heel Duco with that Ushi-Goroshi. I mean, it only took 4 of them, but Duco is definitively out. We may need him to see some medical staff as well. That was not a good way for him to end the matchup. 72%. I agree with that. That match wasn't particularly phenomenal, but, you know, it's early in the card. This matchup should be a great one. AK-47 versus Flash Morgan Webster. Let's give that one a try here. Whoops. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Progress Wrestling, Flash Morgan Webster. We have not seen him here yet. We actually do not have the licensing for his music just yet, so that is why you will not hear his music. And representing GFW, we have the GFW FTW champion. This is AK-47. And this matchup underway between Flash Morgan Webster, the mod father of Progress Wrestling, and AK-47, our very own GFW FTW champion here. Expecting big things out of AK in this matchup. We honestly need to win every match for the rest of the card in order for us to make our money tonight. So AK has got to pull through for us here, but I have confidence in our FTW champion as he has just been running through opponent after opponent. A very strong competitor is AK-47, both athletically and skill-wise. Dumping Flash Morgan Webster to the outside is AK-47 off that big brainbuster. And now a counter water wheel drop right there to escape whatever Flash Morgan Webster had planned. And Flash is on his back again as AK-47 stays in control of this matchup. Whiffed off the ropes, Flash Morgan not able to follow up, and now AK body slam again to keep Morgan once again on the ground. AK very much in control of this matchup, or he was. Flash Morgan with a counter into a leg bar there, but AK quick to fight his way out. Not going to be able to hold that leg bar on AK too long. He is a former kickboxer, and he has very strong legs and the ability to pretty much break out of any of those leg locks. And now AK, oh god, vicious knees in the corner. Just absolutely vicious. One. Only a 1 count there. I'm actually kind of surprised because of how bad those knees were. AK catching himself off that whip, and now Flash Morgan Webster with a arm drag right there. Ooh, huge arm wringer back kick by AK-47 and a cover. 1. Gets a kick out right there. AK being smart though with these frequent covers after these solid striking maneuvers, and a kick out from AK before Game Goon can even get there to make the count. Whipping Flash off the ropes is AK and dropping him with a stiff kick to the shins. Oh, and now a low kick to the leg again. AK seemingly wanting to take that vertical base away from Flash Morgan Webster. Flash a smaller guy, potentially a high flyer. You have to remember that a lot of GFW wrestlers don't necessarily know the Progress guys, and they don't know what they need to watch out for. So in AK's case, taking apart that leg against a smaller opponent is a good way to keep them from going to the top, I think. And a huge running kick to the ribs from AK there, just a soccer kick in the ribs. Flash Morgan being beaten down here so far, not really mounting much offense. Trying to get some of AK in the corner, but AK just chucking him out of the ring like yesterday's garbage, and now collecting himself in the center of the ring while he waits for Flash Morgan Webster to return. Whipping Morgan off the ropes is AK, and another one of those low kicks. Taking a moment just to tighten his tights before this brutal striking combination here just devastates Flash Morgan. And Flash is back up with that face lock. Wait a minute, what is this? AK big power bomb here. And now a knee to the ribs after that. I'm surprised he didn't cover after that power bomb, but you gotta remember AK's background is not in professional wrestling as much as it's in kickboxing. So to him, that may not have been a coverable maneuver. He may have just thought, you know, that laid the guy out. I'll tell you what, if he hits the headshot, he will cover after that, and I guarantee you Flash Morgan will not get up. The headshot has been an absolute killer for several matches now. We haven't seen anybody get up for it in, I don't know, 4 matches, 5 matches? AK absolutely devastating with that headshot. Huge spinning back kick in the corner there. And now just a series of throttling knees to the ribs of Flash Morgan Webster. Positioning Flash is AK here, but for what we don't know, Flash managing to hit a body slam there in the wrong part of town for AK-47, as Flash could have used that to go to the top. And now AK throwing his arms up in the air and cheering as Flash recovers on the outside, or does not recover. Standing groggy on the outside is Flash Morgan Webster. AK whipping him off the ropes, and oh, a huge dashing jab there. Just absolutely lays out Flash Morgan. And now, what is this? Double underhook? Oh, double underhook facebuster there. I'm surprised we didn't see a cover after that. Instead, picking AK back up to his feet. Probably not the best maneuver, or best choice in my opinion. And here we go again, another one of those double underhook facebusters or not. AK fighting his way out, back body drop sends Flash Morgan to the outside. And AK content to stand in the center of the ring and wait for Flash to return. With an arm drag is Flash Morgan here, and oh, what is that? Huge flipping DDT. 1, 2, kick out from AK-47 there. That scared the bejesus out of me, guys. We need AK to win this match. If AK loses this match, in fact, if any GFW wrestlers lose another match on this card, we will not get the majority of the gate here, and we need that money. Big arm drag from Flash Morgan, and a huge senton. Got a cover after that. Does not, though. Not the choice that I would have made if I was Flash Morgan. Big brain buster there, and AK apparently being smart for trying to take out the legs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I thought he had him off of that Frankensteiner counter right there. AK going for something, Flash sliding under, AK throwing the spinning back kick and misses. Oh, but that nice, beautiful series off the ropes with that big dashing punch. That was a great series from AK-47 and Flash Morgan right there. Phenomenal performances from both competitors here. This by far is my favorite match of the night. Oh, wow, Flash Morgan, huge knee. 1, 2, 3. Oh, AK, you're giving me a heart attack here, buddy. Come on, I need you to step it up. Big spinning back kick from AK-47, setting up for a running kick to the ribs. And now you gotta wonder what he's got in mind here. Whipping Flash into the corner and a big punch. Oh, and AK is calling for the headshot. But no, Flash Morgan Webster managing to fight out of it to a degree. Striking back and forth are AK and Flash Morgan. No headshot today, folks. Flash Morgan getting the better of that exchange with that huge drop kick. And you have to wonder how both of these competitors are still going after all the damage they've taken. AK-47 now with that big backdrop. And I can't believe he didn't get that headshot there. That probably would have ended this matchup. AK, you're giving my heart palpitations here, buddy. I need you to finish this. Oh, and that big leaping forearm, that'll set you up for a finish for sure. Nice spinning back kick from AK here. And now Flash Morgan Webster with that elbow to the face, taunting and letting the crowd know that he is back in control of this matchup. Big lariat to the back of the head on AK-47, and now is this that double underhook facebuster? No, it isn't. It is a powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, and AK kicks out at the last second. Please, AK, stop. You're killing me here, man. You're killing me here. I need you to actually win this match. AK lifting Flash Morgan up off the ground. Big punch to the back. And an Irish whip sends Morgan off the ropes. Huge dashing punch from AK-47. And all we need here is for AK to finish this. Kick to the lower leg from AK. And now Flash Morgan fighting his way out of it. Big Frankensteiner there sends AK-47 to the outside of the ring. And now AK groggy outside trying to recover. Back in the ring is AK-47. As you can see, Game Goon is not issuing any countouts here. That is because we want definitive winners for all of these matchups. And a big powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Oh my. AK, you're killing me. You're killing me, AK. Leg lock here from Flash Morgan. You gotta fight out of this, AK. Come on. Come on, crowd, chant with me. We need AK to get back in this matchup. AK whipped off the ropes here. Flash Morgan with a huge flying Frankensteiner. And now telling AK to get back up off the mat. What is this? Oh, and a back Frankensteiner. That is just not going to do any good for AK-47. He has got to get back in this match. Huge series of knees to the ribs from AK. And what is this? Going up top, AK-47 here. Oh my, what's he waiting for? There is that big neck breaker drop. Is he gonna get the cover? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Flash Morgan Webster kicks out again. AK-47 and Flash Morgan having an epic matchup here. Big kick to the spine from AK-47. Still does not have that finish though. Coming off the ropes, big dashing punch. and another knee to the ribs from AK-47 here. Big spinning back kick. Could cover off of that, honestly, at this point. Oh, and a big spinning back kick again. So much damage being done to the head of Flash Morgan. And now, big Ushigoroshi. We saw a match end by this earlier. Please, no. 1, 2, 3. Oh, AK, please. AK, you're gonna give me a heart attack here, buddy. Please, just finish this match. Just finish this match. Why are you rolling him back and forth? Just finish. Oh, my lord. Flash Morgan with a submission here on the ropes. Game Goon, what are you doing? His hand is on the rope. This is too intense, guys. This is too intense. All of our money is on the line right here, and I am terrified that AK is not going to finish Flash Morgan here, because they have gone for a while. Big move from Flash Morgan here. Oh, doesn't get a chance to cover, though, as AK pops right back up. Perhaps I am underestimating AK-47's capabilities in this matchup. Big knee to the ribs from AK, and you have to wonder how this is going to end. AK bouncing off the ropes, punch to the spine from AK-47, and a big spinning back kick there. I don't know why he won't cover here. Like, really, just go for it. Kick to the shins from AK-47, and now AK going after that leg some more, potentially trying to take that high-flying base away from Flash Morgan. But so far, not having as much success as I'd like, and Flash got AK in the center of the ring. Submission from AK-47. And that, folks, is the card. We have basically lost the card now. We cannot make nearly as much money off of this event as I had hoped. That is extremely disappointing from AK-47 there, but it was a 90% match. That was an epic, epic match. Moving on, we now have Nero Sin versus Chris Brooks, and while I never thought I would say this, I am actually rooting for Nero Sin, folks, because we need a win here. So far, we are absolutely defeated in this card. Ladies and gentlemen, representing GFW at this time, Nero Sin. And now, the Progress Heavyweight Champion. This is the Calamari Catch King, Chris Brooks. And this matchup underway here, Nero Sin versus Chris Brooks. Chris Brooks getting that nice fireman's carry, another fireman's carry, just sort of trying to keep Nero off his feet here, I would imagine. Oh, and a big leaping kick from Brooks there that is stopped by Nero, countered with that throat chop, and wow, that was an early Death Valley driver from Nero. That has got to have done some damage. I am just that's insane that Nero just opened up with that Death Valley driver, but when you're a guy as strong and as large as Nero Sin, I guess you kind of do what you want as far as the match goes. Nero whipping Chris Brooks into the corner, big kick to the gut there, and now a low drop kick from Chris Brooks to try to fend Nero off, but Nero staying right on top of him here. Oh, and busting Chris Brooks open is Nero Sin. That just cut him open wide. Brooks is gushing here. That was not something I expected early on in this matchup. And if anything, it does favor Nero Sin, and oh, this is such a double-edged sword. I want Nero to win because we have lost all night, but at the same time, I don't want Nero to win because Nero having the Progress Heavyweight Championship is potentially the worst thing that could happen to this company right now. And a side backbreaker from Nero Sin, followed by that elbow to the blood-covered face of Chris Brooks. Nero sending Brooks off the rope, and that big double step kick right there, and an elbow from Nero Sin to the face again. Oh, and a big shoulder breaker there. Nero Sin picking up Chris Brooks one more time, whipping him off the ropes, and another one of those two-step kicks from Nero Sin. Brooks sending Sin into the corner, got something in mind here, but does not get it. Nero breathing a little bit heavy in that corner right now, perhaps going too aggressively early on. Chris Brooks with that nice drop toe hold and a stomp to the lower back. Nero dominantly in control in my opinion here. This bleeding on Chris Brooks early on is not going to end well for sure. Arm drag from Chris Brooks puts Nero on the mat, and now he's going to send Nero into the corner. Got something in mind, but oh, he actually gets it. Just bashing Nero's face into that turnbuckle is Chris Brooks here. And now Nero Sin with that, woo, that scoop tornado slam there. I'm just, wow. And now, oh, a Sin effect early on. Going for the Anaconda Vice off that Sin effect. Could this be it? Nero just going for the finish here, going for broke on the bloody Chris Brooks. And now the ref saying release the hold and counting Nero out of it. Chris Brooks countering whatever Nero had in mind there. We saw such an early Sin effect there. I thought maybe this was just going to be over. Chop to the chest from Chris Brooks to Nero Sin, and they are just exchanging strikes here. I don't know why, if you're Chris Brooks, you do this, though. Big drop kick. Brooks thinking he got the better of it, but Nero not willing to stay down, gets back up and lariats the crap out of Chris Brooks. And now Nero with another one of those shoulder breakers. Just stumbling over my tongue this morning. This match firmly in Nero's favor, in my opinion. Big chop to the throat from Nero, and oh, a huge knee from Chris Brooks. I guess we should be rooting for Brooks at this point, because what I don't want is for Nero to have the Progress Championship. That's just a fact. Big series of chops to the chest from Chris Brooks. Brooks potentially back in this matchup here. Arm drag from Chris Brooks, laying Nero out on the ground. Off the ropes is Brooks. Big senton splash to the lower back of Nero, potentially trying to take away from that power base that Nero has so that the Sin effect is not such a threat anymore. Big chop to the chest, followed by a technical spin from the Calamari Catch King. He is doing a very, very good job of getting back into this right now, honestly. Nice side headlock into a technical spin, putting Nero on the ground again. They don't call him the Catch King for nothing. Low drop kick there, but Nero is the first to his feet, and this is Nero's opportunity to get back into this matchup. Oh, and a big spinning elbow to the back of the head from Nero Sin. That has gotta do some damage. Brooks sending Nero off the ropes now, but gasping for air, hitting that nice drop toe hold at the last moment, and taking an opportunity once again to catch his breath is Chris Brooks. And oh, what is this? Just a very unique submission hold here from Chris Brooks. I believe that is called the Octopus, or in his case, perhaps the Calamari. Once again to this Calamari stretch. And Nero Sin is absolutely not able to escape that for a moment, just being stretched out by Chris Brooks here. Big high angle body slam there from Nero Sin, and you have to imagine that the bleeding is starting to take effect though. Nero with another one of those big shoulder breakers, looking to damage the shoulder and body of Chris Brooks here. Big lariat folds him over, and now a camel clutch just stretching and wrenching on the lower back of Chris Brooks. Come on, Chris, you gotta fight your way back into this. Nero cannot win the Progress title. That is just not an acceptable outcome here. And Brooks with that knee to the ribs, potentially back in this. Come on, Chris, you got this, buddy. Do not let Nero win. Oh, this is bad. Oh, wow, that is bad. 1, 2, 3. No, thought it was 3 off that big gut wrench powerbomb there. And now a side rib breaker from Nero, who's letting the crowd know he doesn't care what they have to say about it. And another big knuckle arrow from Nero, and a big DDT from Brooks here. Could he cover? Come on, Brooks, get him. Doesn't get the cover there. Nero just standing up groggy. And Brooks being whipped into the corner by Nero Sin off that counter. And uh-oh, what is this? Oh boy. Oh boy, that is a huge, huge fall for Chris Brooks here. I'm surprised Nero didn't cover off that though. And a low blow from Nero Sin there, because, you know, needed for good measure. And now Nero just military pressing Chris Brooks here, acting like he has been toying with him all matchup. Whipping Brooks off the rope as Nero Sin with that 2-step kick to lay him out. I'm starting to think that perhaps Nero was just allowing Brooks to stay in control for a moment to give Brooks a false sense of security here. Perhaps lull him into a sense of complacency, and now the Anaconda Vice from Nero Sin. This could absolutely end the match right here, and it does. Nero Sin, ladies and gentlemen, is your new Progress Heavyweight Champion. This is not gonna end well. And Nero not releasing the whole GameCoon, get him off. Oh my lord, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. 84% matchup with a terrible outcome. A new champion has been crowned, and I am absolutely terrified of what that means. Here we go, the final matchup of the night, guys. This is Evil Miss versus Travis Banks, and we will be starting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Progress Wrestling, the challenger, the Kiwi Buzzsaw, Travis Banks. And representing GFW, the Dom Bombshell, our heavyweight champion, this is Evil Miss. And this matchup about to get underway. I suppose on the upside, if Evil Miss and Nero both win tonight, at least we can say GFW won the matches that mattered. We won the matches with belts on the line. And I have absolute faith in our heavyweight champion Evil Miss here to come out on top. Big test, multiple tests of strength here early on. I think Chris Brooks, or I'm sorry, not Chris Brooks, but Travis Banks potentially trying to feel out how strong Evil Miss actually is and see if he can use a strength advantage here. He does seem to be getting the better of Evil in these tests of strength. And admittedly, Evil is not the most power-based wrestler. She is very fast and very aggressive though, and she is an absolute cold-blooded killer. If she manages to get her Kamigoye, it's over. That full throttle knee, the Kamigoye she uses, is absolutely devastating, and people do not get up from it in my experience. Big arm wringer there from Evil Miss off of that eye rake, and now whipping Travis Banks into the rope, misses with that body splash. Banks whipping her off the ropes, misses with that diving clothesline, and then Evil capitalizing with that knee to the back of Banks's knee, potentially trying to damage the kicking power of Travis Banks here. Travis Banks using that fireman's carry to get back into this matchup though. Evil sending him off the ropes, missing once again with that body splash, and an eye rake here from Evil, followed up by a whip into the ropes and a back elbow, sending Banks to the mat. Banks whipping Evil into the corner here though, potentially setting up for something big, but not having the time. Evil with a series of shin kicks to the face, and that's what I mean, guys. Not the most powerful wrestler on the roster, but definitely the most vicious is Evil Miss. Water wheel drop there, using leverage instead of strength to topple Banks over, and now whipping Banks into the ropes, and both of them collide near the corner. Evil Miss with that arm wringer, though, to try to slow things down and potentially break down the striking power of Banks here. Putting Banks in the corner is Evil Miss. Big run-up drop kick. Oh, coming right now. And Banks is definitely on the losing end of this matchup, in my opinion, at this point. Series of strikes being exchanged. Banks with those European uppercuts. Evil with those kicks to the body. And now Evil Miss potentially, yes, does come out on top there. Like I said, guys, Evil is a stone cold killer, and I have absolute confidence in the Dom Bombshell here. Oh, an eye rake into a cutter. Big cutter from Evil Miss, and now just stomping her foot onto the chest of Travis Banks. A 2 count there. That was absolutely devastating, and that's what I mean, guys. Evil Miss is a killer. She will get you out of nowhere, and when she does, you will be done. Huge, huge knee lift from Travis Banks there off of that Irish whip, though, flipping Evil over his knee. Wait a minute, Evil super kick here. What's she got in mind? Gonna roll Travis Banks over. Oh, and she's choking the throttle already early on. Evil going for the finish here. This hold absolutely devastating. We see very few people escape it. Evil Miss, though, being broken off that hold by Game Goon as Banks had technically broken out and she was not releasing the hold. Trip from Travis Banks there on Evil Miss. And now Evil Miss with a low blow. Nothing fancy about that. Straight into choking the throttle again is Evil Miss. And now just releasing that hold as Travis Banks has escaped. Evil Miss whipping Banks into the ropes and bouncing off the ropes herself and just runs into him, just full throttle, and then throws her foot on his chest, getting a 2 count right there. Oh, and a low blow counter from Evil Miss straight into choke the throttle. She is done playing games. Evil Miss has every intention here of maintaining her title reign. Big choking of the throttle there on Travis Banks, who fights his way out with that European uppercut, and now being whipped off the ropes is Banks, but Evil collides with Game Goon. The referee is down here, and she is choking the throttle, but there is nobody to check whether or not Banks is giving up. Oh, and now Banks is broken free and Game Goon is back up. Fortunately, not bloodied is Game Goon. Big series of knees from Evil Miss. Oh, and this is it. Calling for that full throttle knee. It's over. Full throttle knee. That's gotta be it. Planting the foot. 1, 2, 3. And Evil Miss dominant in her first defense as the GFW heavyweight champion. The Dom Bombshell absolutely showing everybody she intends to be champion for a very long time. Just staring down at the decimated Travis Banks there. Beautiful matchup, 66%. I wouldn't necessarily call it that. I would call it evil dominating, but hey, we defended our titles, we took their belt, that's all that really, oh god, Nero has the Progress Heavyweight title. So yeah, that's mostly all that matters. 80% match rating, full house there. Let's go ahead and see if we made any money. Don't let our loss get you down. We'll get a chance at payback soon enough. Nero won the Progress title. We did have a great event, though. It was a great success. We're just not going to get much money for it because we didn't win the cross-promotional event there. I am almost afraid to see how little we get. Oh, we actually lost 60,000 because we did not win that event. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, so yeah, that did not work out quite the way we would have liked it to. However, we did capture the Progress Wrestling Heavyweight title and keep our own. Star Wrestler Jay left Ring of Honor, that's all great. Anyways, guys, that is it for this week's Mayhem, and I gotta be honest here, if you've stuck through it this long, I do want to apologize because the logic on a lot of the wrestlers that participated in Mayhem is not very good. I spent a lot of time last week reworking the logic for the competitors on Pulse, and if you actually compare the matches on Pulse to the matches on this Mayhem, you will see a vast difference. In fact, if you watched Pulse and you watched this, please let me know in the comments if you noticed it as much as I did, because I actually had trouble during the commentary this time because I kept noticing how bad the logic was. We will be making some updates to that as we go. I just didn't have time between Pulse and now to update everybody on the roster's logic. You know, that's a lot of work and a lot of time. Thank you guys for watching, though. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and click that like button. If you want to see more of our great content here on the channel, ranging from 4X to Fire Pro Wrestling, click that subscribe button and make sure to ding that bell notification, because every time you ding that bell notification, we take another company's title. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!